Hey guys, welcome to Drive It Out. I am at the 2020 KC International Auto Show, and I have right here next to me the new Ford Mustang Mach E. That's right, it's all electric, and it's a little bit of a hot button issue with this car, depending on what side you fall on. I don't really want to talk about that too much, as just how cool of a car that it really is. The name, whether you like the name or not, that's up to you, but the name does lead you to believe, you know, there's some performance to be had here with this car. Now coming a little closer, we'll start here at the front, talk about that. So yeah, you've got the pony badge up front, all right? And look at this, how this is all electric, you know? You don't need an engine in here to be breathing, but they still have this shape here that kind of is reminiscent of a grill. You know, it's kind of a shape that I think we're used to as car buyers, and it completes the front end of this car. And I think they've done a good job resolving that with it kind of not needing a grille up there, but really doing cool design up here. You've got sensors in the front, you've got a camera in the front, you've got really cool LED lightings. I like the hood lines. The hood lines, if you look at, that's definitely Mustang style hood lines. But it looks good, and I like it in this color. So if you come around, you'll see how they've taken this black trim, and I like what they've done because they've continued it all the way around the car, 360 degrees. And that is hard to do in a way where you still make it all look like it fits. You'll see a lot of cars that have black trim pieces, and they'll kind of fade away at certain parts of the car, certain corners of the car. And they've done it all the way around. You come up over the wheel wells, and you come down here along the bottom. And I actually think it's a really, really nice touch. And it really sets off the top of the car. Designers do that for a reason. They want to put your eyes in certain areas of the car, certain areas of the styling. You know, they've brought this line here on the side, the body painted line right down here, but they continued it out in black here. So when you're further away, you notice more of that line that goes down the back, just makes it look that much more sleek and sporty. Now, this car is very unique. You're gonna have multiple trim level options on this car. You're gonna have options down around 255 horsepower, I believe, all the way up to almost 460 horsepower, and you're gonna have ranges that vary in there depending on what kind of battery pack you get. And your range is looking at about 210 miles all the way up to about 300 miles. So your trim levels are Select, Premium, there's a California edition in there, and then GT. Now the model that's actually going to be available first is going to be the Premium, supposedly by late 2020. But next year, 2021, we get those other trim levels to follow up, including the GT. So base price is going to start just under 44 grand, and you're going to go all the way up above 60 grand, depending on how you option this thing out. Now, continue to come around, and I want to show you what I really like about how more subtle touches of the black. You've got the black mirrors, you've got the signal lights on the side on the mirror. You do have blind spot monitoring on this car. You can get a peek in the interior in here. It's got that huge display in the middle of the dash right there, and it's actually got a dial for function and moving things around on there. And I actually really like the little panoramic display that they've put in front of the steering wheel for the driver. That is very cool. Now this is a pre-production model, so they're keeping it locked. We're not able to get in there, but let's talk more about the styling from the outside. You can tell when you are standing outside the car and just looking at it, you can tell there's good room in there. Now, I would call it like a CUV, but it's got some really good room in that back seat. You can sit 3 people in that back seat, so this could be 5 seats total. And I really think this could be a great car, throw a bunch of people in and really have a blast going around town. Remember, you've got that electric powertrain, that instant torque. It's really fun around town and at street speeds. You know, not that it won't be able to perform in a track situation or something like that, but it just really brings that fun to the street and to your everyday driving experience. And I really dig it. So as you come around back, again, they're bringing this black trim all the way around the back, and look at that roof line. Very cool. You'll be able to get a glass roof on this car. It's awesome. The black now, you can go too far with all the shiny black that's on a lot of cars these days, but I think that it is just about the right amount on this car. Very cool. You've got your Cyclops light up here, your third brake light, whatever you like to refer to it as. And I really think the Pony logo on this car is very cool. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. This color, the nice dark tinted windows, really, really looks sharp. Subtle, but sharp and aggressive. I like it. Taillights, very cool. I like the way, obviously, you have the Mustang style taillights with the three lines up and down, but I like how they've carried it into the spoiler and the lines on the back end. Very, very cool car. So what do you think about this car? How do you feel about it? I want you to think a little bit less maybe about the name and all of the things that surround talking about should it be called the Mustang. You know, when I refer to it, I just refer to it as the Mach E. But really, think about where you're going to be able to get out of a car like this for the price level that it's in. You're going to get some really fun performance in this car. You've got really good room in here. It sounds like you're going to get really good range in this car. And you know what? It's actually really, really cool looking. I like the way that this car looks. You know, you can stand back and you can see it from any angle, and at no angle does it just look like awkward or now it's big. It's a little, when I saw it for the first time, I thought, you know, it's a little bigger than I expected it to be, but there's really not a bad angle on the car. I love the way the designers have resolved the lines into each other. I love the beautiful curves on the side. Anytime you can blend sharp edges with beautiful curves, then you're really doing a good job with your design here. And I think that they've done that. They've kept the side kind of simple, more nice flow, curvy lines. And I think that's gonna do a lot for the car as it ages. It's gonna age well. Think about other electric cars. Think about Teslas. Think about how well they age because of the way they were designed. And I really think that this Mach E is gonna age very, very well. So what do you think? What do you think about the Mach E? Leave a comment at the bottom of the video. Please subscribe and see more videos like this. We really like the Mach E here at Drive It Out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.